Good day, friends. Thank you for joining us for our pre-full moon garden visualization as an esoteric group wanting to make its approach to Master DK. And because today for us in Australia, but probably tomorrow for you, there's going to be a blue supermoon. So the energies are very potent, friends. So let's make ourselves very open to these very potent energies that are pouring on earth. So then let's continue. To build our healing garden as a group. At some point within the 12 hours prior to each full moon, meeting DK there and turning our garden into a shrine of consecration, and intending to offer our garden as a chalice for the love of hierarchy to be poured in selfless service. Let's gather in our garden. Before we do so, let's align with our own soul. Raise your consciousness into the head, as high in the head as you can. Carry the consciousness upward through the astral body, the mental body, and to the soul by visualizing a lotus, fully open, scintillating with light as a symbol of your soul body. And place yourself in the center of your lotus, realizing that you, the personality, and you, the soul, are one. One in consciousness. From that point, definitely and consciously, assume the attitude of the observer. Observe your personality below. Visualize your etheric body and see energy flowing freely up and down your etheric spine. Now consciously throw soul energy down into the center at the base of the spine. And you may use indigo blue light if you don't know the color of your soul brain. And now raise it slowly via the 5 centers up the etheric spine, then to the ajna, then to the crown, and up into the soul body. And say the soul mantra with conviction. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am will. I am love. I am fixed design. And sound one Om as if you were the soul. Om. the entrance to our garden, we stroll through arches of climbing roses, clusters of flowers in abundance overhead, and choose the colors you like. And as you walk, let the roses gently caress your face. As you breathe in the delicate aroma of the cascading, colorful roses percolating through the air. Small, lovingly trimmed emerald green bushes line the stony pathway. Along an embankment, at the end of the archway, there are rows and rows of flowers, flowers of different hues and harmonizing tones of red, yellow, pink, white, green, orange, and magenta. And as we create these rows, we include our own favorite flowers. The blooms shed fresh petals on the path, creating a soft carpet for us to walk on, releasing their individual fragrances as we step on them. On the opposite side of the embankment, we see right in the middle of our space of harmony, a lighthouse, standing tall and strong, shining beams of light in all directions as a symbol of our united group soul. As we assemble there quietly, we hear a choir of birds fill the space with their clear and melodious notes, welcoming us to this unique space. A chorus of angelic voices sing a soft tune, accompanied by the sound of harps, divas gently strumming the chords. Sitting still in contemplative reflection around the lighthouse, we feel the gentle warmth of the rays of the sun. Feel it on your face, on your chest, and on your back, warming you from the inside. In the background, the breeze softly swishing through the tall eucalyptus trees chants a melodic lullaby. These majestic trees cast their protective shadows on the grass as sunlight peeps through this peaceful garden. Around the lighthouse, we see a large, quiet pool of crystal clear blue waters. And flowing from the pool, we see rivulets as we hear the gentle trickle of water We also see wider streams of golden water flowing steadily, and across them are curved wooden bridges. In one area of the pool float lotuses of all colors in all stages of bloom. Some are in full bloom, revealing their gorgeous jewel, while others are just budding and barely showing their true color, all reflecting their light in the healing waters. Just beyond the pool, a hidden path leads to a cozy and serene corner. A few chairs or a bench and a small fountain containing supercharged, vitalizing water, perfumed by a single floating lotus, create the perfect spot for an informal sharing of one's difficulties or words of wisdom. Inhale the perfume of the flowers, imbuing and permeating the air. Everything in this garden quivers with livingness. And you can bring in that corner anybody you would like to receive healing. In the distance, we hear the soothing sound of water, and we follow it. We come to a tranquil pool where cascading water gently hugs rocks as it joyfully spills in a blue pool, while bubbles of spray ricochet spiritedly in the air. Lush ferns alongside the rocks, draping in the water, enhance the serenity of the place, while the fiery brilliance of the orange and red leaves of surrounding trees brings warmth and invigorating energy to the area. In our mind's eye, we follow a pathway which leads us to flower beds. They are a riot of spring color, reds and creams and pinks and yellows, and of such vibrancy, winding their way like a gentle living stream among the trees. A row of violet flowers on either side of the meandering bed happily follows the path of the flowers as they release their subtle perfume. Butterflies flutter through the air with their iridescent wings, attracted by the silent serenade of the blooms. They are like the flowers of the air. Their delicate and fragile wings are like floating petals, catching the light and twinkling like diamonds in the air. While buzzing bees surf the open spaces from flower to flower, seeking pollen, which looks like scintillating, bright golden pixie dust. Nearby, the soft and gentle babble of the sound of the fountains reaches our ears. Lush green grass lines a gentle stream like a soft, velvety carpet. The air is full of the sweet fragrance of the flowers in full bloom, adorning the fringes of the streams in this tranquil garden, quivering with life. This garden that we've just created is our garden, our group garden. But let's take a moment to add a little corner which has our individual touch. Add the colors, the unique features and flora of your own country that you'd like to blossom in this serene space. Let's invite the presence and cooperation of the healing devas working under the Christ and Master Deacon. Visualize them in our garden, enlivening it with their magnetism. We purify some, our hearts beating as one. Let's link up with each other as we say the healer's mantra aloud together. With purity of motive, inspired by a loving heart, we offer ourselves for this work of healing. This offer we make as a group, and to the ones we seek to heal. Our fellow men in this case. we open our inner eyes, endeavoring to hold our mind unwaveringly in the light. We know that Master DK2 stands steady, pouring out upon us his love and strength, and endeavoring to lift us up into a higher state of consciousness. We are now receptive to Master DK's radiant energy. The light of the lighthouse begins to shine brighter and brighter, intensifying gradually. Soon the light begins to take shape, and a deafening figure appears. It is that of Master DK. From the lighthouse, visualize warm waves of golden light poured by DK, streaming through our group, irradiating the garden around us, enlivening it even more, imbuing our garden with the nurturing and shielding energy of Virgo. Feel the energy of unconditional love and devotion. Fill the space and our hearts. And let's listen attentively to Master Deacon's words. Let them sink in the cells of your brain, as water or rain on parched land, absorbing every word. Virgo is the symbol of the form nature. And is the opposite pole of spirit, and stands for the relation of these two after they've been brought together originally in Aries and have produced a recognized duality in Gemini. Virgo is therefore the cosmic mother, because she represents cosmically the negative pole to positive spirit. She is a receptive agent where the father aspect is concerned. In the previous solar system, this matter aspect was the supreme controlling factor. The life of the third divine aspect played then upon the ocean of quiescent matter and prepared that substance over untold eons for its work in this solar system. In a previous solar system, this matter aspect was the supreme controlling factor. And it is in this second system that the Christ child, the expression of the divine consciousness and the result of the relationship of Father Spirit and Mother Matter, must be brought to the birth. The keynote which embodies the truth as to the mission of Virgo most accurately is Christ in you, the hope of glory. There is no clearer or more adequate definition of this sign than that, says Master DK. So let's pause for a few moments to ponder on Virgo's mission. Virgo is a triple sign, the symbol of the three lower planes of matter, where the soul is imprisoned. Virgo and Gemini are closely related, but Gemini presents the pairs of opposites, soul and body, as two separate entities, whereas in Virgo, the two pairs of opposites are blended and of great and supreme importance to each other. Hence, the voice emerges from the Virgin herself. I am the mother and the child. As the mother protects the child. Virgo is the nurturing force of substance itself. The mother protects the germ of the Christ life. Matter guards, cherishes, and nurtures the hidden soul. Let's emphasize that mission. Matter guards, cherishes, and nurtures the hidden soul. The sign of Virgo itself stands for a synthesis of these three feminine aspects: Eve, Isis, and Mary. She is the Virgin Mother, providing that which is needed for the mental, emotional, and physical expression of the hidden but ever-present divinity. Eve is the symbol of the mental nature and of the mind of men attracted by the lure of knowledge to be gained through the experience of incarnation. Isis stands for this same expression down onto the emotional or astral plane. In Isis, the midway point is reached, the quickening of that which is desired, the desire of all nations. Isis stands in the ancient zodiacs for fertility, motherhood, and as the guardian of the child. While Mary carries the process down to the plane or place of incarnation, the physical plane, and there gives birth to the Christ child. So the sign of Virgo itself stands for a synthesis of these three feminine aspects: Eve, Isis, and Mary. They are of peculiar and significant importance where our civilization is concerned, for they embody in themselves the symbology of the entire form nature, which, when integrated and functioning as a whole person, we call the personality. And the personality is the developed and qualified expression of the third aspect of divinity, that of God, the Holy Spirit, the active, intelligent, and nurturing principle of the universe. That self-conscious entity and personality, which in Virgo becomes the mother of the Christ child. So let the light of understanding and intuition from Mercury, Virgo's exoteric ruler, illumine our group mind. Cherish and nurture the Christ consciousness, the hidden indwelling Christ within us, and feel it grow and grow, assuming control, until the inner spiritual reality is eventually released from the thraldom of matter and becomes manifest in its own true nature in the world. Just like the humble dandelion gives birth to hundreds of seeds, in our creative imagination, let our group mind and heart give birth to the seed of Christ's life in us, the hope of glory. Let Virgo's seeds of compassion, service, cleansing, beautifying, perfecting the small things in daily life, and verbalizing spiritual realities in practical terms, be blown in our garden. Let them be seeds of aspiration and inspiration to all those who seek solace in our garden. So let the following words from Master DK impress our group mind and be like a seed which takes root, germinates, and yields intuitive fruits beyond our finite mind. Having pervaded the entire universe with a fragment of myself, I remain. There is here an esoteric reference to the essential identity of Son with the Father, the Undying One, and with the Eternal Mother. That is, with spirit and matter. And this is the fundamental mystery of Virgo. The Christ principle is identified with both spirit and the form. Hence, the motto, I God, I matter, am. Upon the wheel of the disciple, the voice emerges from the Virgin herself, and she says, I am the mother and the child. I, God, I matter, am. So let's ponder upon the beauty of this synthesis and teaching. And know that you yourself has said the first word as the soul, descending into the womb of time and space in a far and distant past. The time has now come when you can, if you so choose, proclaim your identity with both divine aspect, matter and spirit, the Mother and the Christ. So In our creative imagination, let us see Master DK at the summit of our lighthouse, symbol of our united soul group, blowing the seeds of Christ life in our group heart and mind, imbuing our garden with Virgo's rays of nurturing and shielding love and devotion, protecting the Christ consciousness at the heart of every atom of every blade of grass, flower, bush, tree, or every atom of water and air of our garden. And now let us make use of our healing garden by visualizing the flow of unconditional love, of will to good, these seeds of Christ life emanating from the triangle, the avatar of synthesis, the spirit of peace, and the Lord Buddha, powering the Christ at the center. Let's superimpose the radiating triangle on another soul triangle consisting of the Christ, Master DK, and our soul group. Then superimpose these blended triangles on our group chakric triangle, vitalizing it. Then directing the dispelling radiance via our group ajna, right eye, left eye triangle. Place the blended triangle over the 3 planetary centers triangle, London, Geneva, New York. sound one Om as we see the scenes of Christ's life, of the Syrian love, be blown into the hearts of humanity. And now let us say the healer's mantra aloud in a low voice, saying it slowly and deliberately, believing in the results. May the love of the one soul focused in this group radiate upon you, our fellow men, and permeate every part of your body, healing, soothing, strengthening, and dissipating all that hinders service and good health. And may the nurturing energy of Virgo inspire and give birth to illumination, and thus reveal the Christ life, the hope of glory in all those who are touched by our garden. And now, just like Christ does every sunset under the great pine tree in his garden, with his hands uplifted in blessing, let's picture a great pine tree in our garden, and let's gather around him, Master DK and the healing ashram. Under this pine tree, saying the three great invocations together. Let's intone first the powerful first and second invocation as a group soul, saying them with intensity of feeling, in unison with hierarchy on the inner planes, as we grasp their significance and believe that they do embody the will of the planetary logos. Let the forces of light bring illumination to mankind. Let the spirit of peace be spread abroad. May men of goodwill everywhere meet in a spirit of cooperation. May forgiveness on the part of all men be the keynote at this time. Let power attend the efforts of the great ones. So let it be, and help us to do our part. Second invocation. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to the sons of men. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, O mighty one. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent Let the fiat of the Lord go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, O Mighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, O Mighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, O Mighty One, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. And let us close with a third invocation, followed by a blue Om at the end of each stanza. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Sound a blue Om as you visualize a shaft of light pouring down on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth, and see a stream of love pouring down on earth as you sound a blue Om. Oh. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. And see a stream of will to good pouring down on earth. Oh. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Oh. And now raise your clasp hands above the head and say, and so let it be, and help us do our part. Then bring your hands to your forehead and let them rest on your heart. May the blessings of the Christ and of hierarchy rest upon all true servers, and may they stand tranquil in the midst of strife. May the light of the garden of our souls be on the inner plane what the sun is to the gardens of the world, a protective womb of nurturing love and a healing pool for all. Thank you, friends, for joining us today as we met and be imbued by the spirit and consciousness of Master DK before the full moon sometime in the next 6 hours or so. A few coming events coming up, friends. The opening to the energies of Virgo will be held on Saturday the 2nd of September at 12 p.m. GMT. And then we have our normal classes, the establishing Spanish class on Sunday 10th, our immediate class on Monday the 11th, our Vietnamese class on Wednesday the 13th, and our Portuguese class on Wednesday the 13th of September. See you then, friends, and thank you again for joining us and forming a really potent esoteric group for hierarchy